Alright, welcome back to Layton. It's been a good long while since we played this. So, right. Things and stuff. Oh my god. Okay, let me get my stylus out here. Yep. I'm gonna do mini games right now. Fuck that.
The pen is out.
Why? Pincers, why that? Oh god. I just... Why is this even a thing? Who does this?
I don't get it.
Cause Catriel is a cat and... Anyway.
Oh, it's Garfield.
Yes. So we've got some new cases here. Quite a few of them. Let's see what they are. White residence, home to one of the dragons, is plagued by supernatural scares. Something's been stolen from the brand new vault at the Layman's Reserve Bank. The Power Mouse of Justice, Ratman, has been rescuing the sales figures of the London Times, but now he's gone missing. And Cat & Co have been invited on a luxury cruise. But will the Golden Goddess in the Grand Lounge keep smiling? Alright, I guess you guys decide what you want to see.
Let's do the Ghostbuster case. Bustin' makes me feel good.
Okay. Sure, alright. Let's check out with Hat Lady. Well, that's very odd.
Let's be tasty some nuts. Bust.
We're in the right area, aren't we? This is where Miss White said she lived, isn't it? So according to her map, her house should be around here somewhere, but I don't see a mention fitting the description nearby. Liza White is one of the 7 dragons, isn't she? That's right. So she's sure to have a very luxurious home. Now where could she be? Remind me again why she's asked us out here in the middle of the night. She simply told us that she had a mystery she needs help unraveling. She specifically asked us to come at night, but she wouldn't elaborate any further. Perhaps she's very busy during the day, hmm? Oh, that wasn't... Okay. What is it, Cat? That suspicious looking person over there.
Let's visit
Do you see her?
and Pico.
Oh great, it's the Emiliana Perfetti from Scotland Yard, the perfect storm. So it is. Well, I wonder what she's doing out here at this time of the evening. Let's go and say hello. It would be rude to ignore her. Perfetti. Good evening, Emiliana. Ah, good. Go where? Oh, it's you. You shouldn't sneak up on people. Sudden shocks to the system are very bad for the skin, you know? I would think it's worse for the heart, but alright. Sorry, we weren't trying to surprise you. So, what are you doing in this district at this time of night? Finally a use for that. Work, of course. I was asked to pay a visit to a rather prestigious lady's residence. I don't think I ever had an accent for her, because I can't keep it up. You were? Well, that's why we're here. You're here on business. Nah, I can't do that. Fucking... I would cringe myself into inexistence. Anyway, we're just on our way to Liza White's home. You've heard of her, I presume? She's one of the 7 dragons. That's where I'm going too. This is very strange. She told me she has a mystery she needs to help solve.
Mamma mia, here's some puzzle.
That's right. Well, I wonder what this mystery is. It's mysterious already. Clearly it's something very troubling. After all, she asked us for the best analyst at Scotland Yard. And apparently a schoolgirl detective as well. I'm a real detective, Emiliana. Well, anyway, you might actually be able to be of some use. Can't find her residence. Can you help? Ah, we're in the same boat it seems. We're just looking for it too. It should just be here according to the map. Well, in that case, we'll just have to ask a passerby. Sup, lady? We meet again. Excuse me, I wonder if you could help us. Oh, what's the matter, dear? I'll gladly help if I can, of course. Could you tell us where to find Miss Lisa White's residence? Well, the White House, you say? Is she having a stroke? Does she have us
a new puzzle?
Oh dear, you see, well, the White House is, well, people tell awful stories about that place. What kind of tales? Oh no, I really shouldn't be gossiping, should I? If you want to know the way, all you need to do is follow that street over there. When you reach the spot where the streetlights are out, you've arrived. It's very dark, so mind you don't fall over. Thank you very much. Well, be careful. Oh, that's my pleasure, I must say, though. Venturing to the White House, you're very brave. Aren't you concerned by what that old woman just said? Concerned? What do you mean? You said people tell awful tales about Miss White's house. Well, we don't know if the tales are true, do we? Unless we go and find out for ourselves, of course. So let's hurry up, Emiliana. Don't leave me behind. Wait!
The lighthouse emits light every once in a while. Very spooky.
Too spoopy. Fucking go. Thank you. Cool. This must be the place, I presume? Are you sure? I mean, you haven't made a mistake? It looks... well, and truly like a magnificent haunted house. Ah! Don't point fingers at me. Oh my god, they made the reference. Fuck. Catriel, you didn't have to actually say it. Are you perhaps scared of ghosts, Emiliana? That. Well, yes I am. Does that make me a bad person? Not at all, it's just interesting to see a different side of you, that's all.
Gaming makes me feel bad.
You're usually so cool and collected. Same, dude. Fear is a vital survival instinct, you know? Someone like you who doesn't understand fear wouldn't last 5 minutes in the wild. Well, luckily for me, I'm not planning on any trips to Outer Mongolia. What are you two yapping about? Please, ladies, let's not fight. Shall we go in now we found the place? Oh yes, of course, the mystery. Keep your mind on the job, Cat. Miss White, hello? It's Catriel Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. No answer. Perhaps she's gone out? Surely it's simply that the house is so large she can't hear you from wherever she is inside. Allora, how about knocking on the door? Yeah, that. Hello, Miss White. It is rather peculiar. There's no sign of anyone being in. It's starting to feel like a horror film. Things are getting interesting now. Interesting? You have a warped personality, Catriel Layton. Let's see. The door appears to be unlocked. Shall we go in? No, that really would be like a horror film. Lost party of youths in the woods who stumble across a terrifying haunted house in the middle of the night and foolishly venture inside. Yes, it's textbook. What I can never understand about films like that is why they go inside in the first place. It makes no sense. Well, you could wait out here on your own if you like. Allora, let's go in. What a scaredy cat. Don't worry, there are lights on inside, look. Yes, well, I'm here on police business after all. I must be professional. I almost said professional. God damn it, Splatoon. Oh shit, there's dolls. Spooky. God damn you. Don't even start. Hello? Is anybody home? No, there's nobody here. We'll have to go. But there are lights on. The place doesn't feel empty. So if there's nobody at home, perhaps this really is a haunted house. Catriel, stop it. I'm only pulling your leg. Pranked you. Careful, cat, or she'll run off screaming down the street like a little girl. Ooh, sexist. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that there's nobody at home. Miss White asked both of us to come at this time. Wait. What? What is it? I thought I heard something. What did you hear? Was it a ghost? Good evening and welcome. Ugh. How
and here
unexpected.
I thought this game was progressive.
Visitors. It's a ghost. What's up, dude? It's most unforgivable of me not to have noticed your arrival and greeted you in the proper fashion. I apologize. Welcome to the White residence. I'm the White's butler, Wooster. Wooster? Did he say butler or scary old man? I didn't catch it. Hello, Mr. Wooster. I'm Catriel Layton, and this is... Oh, yes, Amelia Perfetti, Scotland Yard. Hello.
Her ghost.
He really does look kind of like old Ocelot, doesn't he? Unfortunately, I can't do an Ocelot impression. That would be amazing if I could do that. Miss White asked us to come because she has a mystery she wants us help solving. Very good, ma'am. I'm sure Miss White would like to give you the details personally. Miss White is the head of the household, I believe? Indeed, ma'am. Mr. and Lady White regrettably passed away in an unfortunate accident. Miss White was their only child. The young Miss White is disinclined to venture outside the residence. She's of a solitary disposition. Really? What does she do to entertain herself all alone in this large house, I wonder? Play video games, dude. Since infancy, Miss White has been most adept at crafts and handiwork, ma'am. She maintains a full schedule of such activities. I see. And could you tell us where we might find Miss White now, please? Wooster. Of course, ma'am. And please don't mock my name like that. It's very, very rude. Kindly proceed directly up the staircase. Miss White is expecting you.
What a gossipy butler.
Hello? Oh, you've come. At last. Normal room with a normal person in it. That would appear to be Miss White. Let's find out what this is all about. What's up, lady? Hello, Miss White. I'm Catriel Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. Hello, Catriel. Thank you for coming. So you, I presume, are from Scotland Yard? Yes, I'm Amelia Perfetti. Well, if we could get straight down to business, please. Do you have some problem here at your home, Miss White? Oh, please, call me Liza. I've consulted so many people already, but no one seems able to solve my problem. Then the other day, Madame Dublé mentioned a lovely young detective woman she knew. I see, so she recommended me? How kind of her. Yes, and I also heard there was an extremely competent analyst at Scotland Yard, so... Well, I thought perhaps one of you might be able to help, so I decided to invite you both here to explain. Well, we'll certainly do our best, I'm sure. Could you tell us what the problem is then, Liza? Oh yes, of course, but if you don't mind, I'd rather like you to solve this puzzle first. Gotta have the puzzle tax. I don't want to waste your time, you see. If you can't manage this, I'm sure the ghosts will prove too much for you. Good ghosts! Oh my god!
Let's solve spooky puzzles.
Here we go. It begins. Some cheeky ghosts want to play with you. It's a game where you have to listen to what they all say and then figure out who is lying. It seems there will be a maximum of 2 of them who are not telling the truth. Touch the ghosts' faces to hear what they have to say. Yeah, you literally just said that. Okay, maximum of 2. So it might be none, or it might be 1, or it might be 2. Good. Oh. There are no liars among us.
All ghosts are liars. Easy puzzle.
I'm the only one who's lying. There are 2 liars among us. Not everyone is lying, you know? Well, I mean, this one is patently true. Because there's a maximum of 2 ghosts lying. 2 liars among us. The only one who's lying, there are no liars among us. So if these 2 are false, then everything makes sense, yeah? Or is this gonna be another fucking bullshit, trick question shit? There are no liars among us is false, and now the only one who's lying is also false, so that seems to make sense to me.
This is an interesting one.
Okay.
And that's how it's done.
Okay. Good.
Do you even have to ask?
We did it. Well, Liza, do we pass muster? I solved your little puzzle.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are. Wonderful. Yes, I feel sure I'm talking to the right people now. You see, it's about the worrying, well, blood-curdling, really, events that have been taking place here. Blood-curdling? I don't know if you'll believe me when I tell you this, but we have ghosts. I knew it. Yes, and not just a few either. The whole house is crawling with them. That's amazing. So this really is a genuine haunted house. What are you so excited about, Catriel? I'm afraid I have no idea why the ghosts have chosen to visit. Perhaps they're departed souls with a grudge against my family. Or perhaps the house is built on some significant site. Or some other reason entirely. I just don't know. But whatever the reason, the ghosts are here and their malice is directed at me. Do you mean the ghosts are scaring you? They're intimidating you? And this happens on a daily basis? That's right. Very supernatural phenomena have been taking place. I'm so scared I don't know what to do. It's the butler. I've consulted so many people already. I had construction workers and surveyors here, trying to determine if what's happening is really the work of ghosts. I asked the police to investigate, in case it's criminal activity that's behind it. And none of those avenues bore fruit. I even had a famous spiritual medium and a shaman here trying to help. But no one has been able to stop these mysterious happenings at all. I see. So you've really been at your wit's end. But then you've heard about us. I really don't think it's a profiler that you need, Miss White. I'm not at all sure we can be of any assistance against the ghosts. Of course we can. Any mystery solved. That's Layton Detective Agency motto. How can you possibly claim that? So, does that mean you'll take the case, Miss Layton? And you, Miss Perfetti? Just a moment, I really don't. Of course we will. Whatever is going on here, be ghosts or guinea pigs, we'll get to the truth of it. We? I haven't agreed to anything yet.
I ain't scared of no puzzle.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's such a relief. Wait, what? Profiling ghosts. This really isn't my job description, Catriel. But Liza is clearly extremely worried. We must do our best for her, don't you think? Oh, I say, you're so generous of heart, miss. I do agree. It's our duty to help to help people who are in trouble. No self-respecting English gentlewoman could turn their back on a person in need. Well, I have Italian blood. And we are bastards. Is that what you're trying to say? Va bene. I don't like to be manipulated like this, but as you say, we have a duty of care to the community. Fuck. So shall we start by investigating the house? No, I think we should start by questioning all the relevant parties. We need more information about what exactly is happening here. I certainly don't disagree. Allora, I will accompany you. Oh, really? But in the Savaloids theatre case, you were determined to operate independently. There may be vital evidence or hints that you overlook without me there to point them out. Sure, it's got nothing to do with you not wanting to be alone in here, has it? Scaredy cat.
Let's hire that plumber with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh man, I should maybe play fucking Luigi's Mansion at some point. Your dog has a very disconcerting bark, Catriel. Come along then, let's get started. I think it's clear who the best source of information about the goings-on in this house will be. Why would she not know more about it? I mean, she's the one who's getting attacked or something, but whatever. Gosh, ghosts. It's rather scary, isn't it? Gosh, ghosts. Scare you believe in that rubbish, Ernest.
I have Luigi's Mansion somewhere. I should finally play it too.
Do you still have a Wii or a GameCube around to play it?
The ghosts are already affecting your pronunciation.
Oh, that's spooky. Though actually you can play it on... Well, if you have the disc you can't put it in a PC, but... You know, licenses and all that.
I have a GameCube, yes.
Sweet, dude. I'm gonna stream Galaxy at some point, that's for sure. Anyway, that's... stuff. You mean you don't, Cheryl? Of course not. It'll all just be some big misunderstanding. May I... Ah! It would appear I startled you, sir. My apologies. Yeah, and you should apologize to Ernest too. That poor pup nearly jumped out of his skin. What an exceptional canine you keep, ma'am. One discerns an almost intelligent tone to her bark. Thank you, sir. In fact, we were hoping to speak to you about what's been happening here in the house. Indeed, ma'am. It is to be understood that you have accepted Miss White's request, and... Very good. I shall endeavor to answer any questions you care to ask. Eliza tells us that you've been experiencing a lot of ghostly visitations recently. Is that right? That is correct, ma'am. Phenomena of the supernatural are to be observed here with some regularity, since the late Mr. Wright passed away, that is. He was a phenomenal lawyer, you see. It is my understanding that the rather unfortunate moniker of the Six White House Horrors has been adopted by local residents. That is unfortunate. The Six White House hauntings has a more mysterious ring to it, don't you think? Great idea, Cat. Mock the terrifying butler. Tell me, Wooster, have you witnessed any of these strange happenings yourself? Indeed, sir. I've seen the ghosts of which Miss White speaks. A most spine-chilling experience. It was the first of the 6 occurrences. An incident that has come to be referred to as the ghosts in the garden. Tell us more! Very good, ma'am. One evening, I was performing my usual duties, patrolling the grounds that surround the property. As I was walking through the garden, I heard a peculiar noise, somewhat like a muffled voice. Compelled to investigate, I approached the source of the sound. To my surprise, I observed a great number of ghostly forms in one corner of the garden, jostling and writhing together. I say. Discombobulated, I nevertheless had the presence of mind to retire before the apparitions became aware of my presence. Regrettably, however, I stumbled upon a small shrub and was bound to exclaim. Unsurprisingly, the ghosts heard my outcry. They turned to face me, and with great malice in their eyes, made an utterance seriously. Woo! Spring break! Ah! Aroo! That is the tale of the ghosts in the garden, ma'am. You certainly tell it very vividly, woo, sir. And you say there are 6 such tales? Indeed, sir. That which I have just relayed to you, and 5 others of equally disturbing natures,
Such
I'm
a lust
told.
for revenge.
I trust you will uncover them all. We most certainly will, don't you worry. That butler is too creepy for words. Could you hear what he was saying, Emiliana? You were standing a long way back. Of course I could. Now tell me, how exactly are you planning on getting details out of the other 5 tales? By asking people. Let's see if there are any locals nearby who can give us some information. Why? It sounds like this wonderful haunted house is something of a local attraction. Oh, Laura, we can leave. I agree it would be a good idea to find some witnesses who don't actually live here if we can. Alright then, let's go back out onto the street and see who's around. This house still gives me the creeps. It's funny, I would never have said you were the type to believe in ghosts, Emiliana. A good profiler must always interpret data with an open mind. Along your personal beliefs.
I wonder if these strangers will have puzzles for you.
That ghosts cannot possibly exist. To cloud your judgment is an elementary and fatal mistake. Oh, I thought you were just scared. Did you say? Say that to my face, not online, motherfucker. Yikes, I mean, sorry, nothing. So, shall we find some people to question? Oh, hello, Miss, let me see. Yes, Miss Layton and Emiliana. Good evening. What are you doing here, DC Booker? According to my notes, the owner of this house, oh yes, here it is. Miss White has asked Scotland Yard for help. She's been the target of some rather grisly supernatural goings-on and wonders if, oh yes, she wonders if it could be the work of pranksters. We're, investigating. Jeez, hold on, I need to take care of my birds. You're being way too rowdy. Okay? Can't have you being rowdy. We need to be doing a stream now, so... I mean...
The pranksters strike again.
Persona 5 never ends. I'm not sure why they're being rowdy. I guess just...
Those pranksters are attacking palaces.
Liza did tell us... What did I just say? Liza did tell us that she's enlisted the help of the police already, didn't she? So, Detective Constable, how is the investigation going? The details are all here somewhere. Inspector Hastings was on the case, but he was called away unexpectedly. Really? I wonder what for. He asked me to, let me see. Ah, yes, to take over the investigation, so I'm taking over the investigation. Have you learned anything useful at all? My notes do say that, ah, yes, here. No, we haven't discovered anything that could explain the happenings. However, well, I did spot a rather suspicious-looking shadow at the window before. And it is your job to look out for suspicious-looking things, you know, Constable? Yes, miss. I'm sure I noted my observations here somewhere. Here we are. I was investigating the grounds of the house by myself late one night. Something made me look up for some reason, and I saw a shady-looking shadow at one of the mansion's windows. All shadows are shady, Constable, but surely it was just somebody standing at the window, wasn't it? Oh yes, it was much bigger than a person now. And then it just disappeared. Poof, like that. Well, that certainly sounds like a supernatural phenomenon. Or just someone standing in front of a lamp, having their shadow appear much bigger. After asking some local residents, I discovered it's been seen before. People around here call it the wraith at the window. I'm afraid that's let me just check. Yeah, that's all I know. Alrighty. The wraith at the window. Presumably that counts as another one of the 6 mysterious happenings. Think so too, Ernest. Well then, that's one more off the list. Let's ask around here if anybody knows anything about these 6 White House horrors, shall we? It seems they're quite famous in the immediate neighborhood at least. Perhaps, but I doubt we'll find many people on the streets at this time of night. Deary me, there you are. I've been ever so worried about you, you know. I presume you know about all the strange occurrences at the White residence? Oh, yes, I do. I make it my business to. Of course, I didn't mean to say anything before because I didn't want to scare you. But people say that house is haunted, that it's been cursed these past years. That makes it sound like it's a relatively recent thing. Well, all the rumors started after all Mr. White passed away, you see. I heard it from a friend, first of all. She heard it from one of her friends. Friend of a friend. Hardly the most convincing of sources, but continue. Well, she was invited by Miss White, apparently. Very late at night, it was. She was shown into the living room and was just waiting for Miss White when... Can you stuff it back there? When a puppet that was on display in there started moving all on its own. No one was touching it or holding it or anything, it just moved. And then, just when she thought it was over, the cursed thing's eyes shut open and it started to cackle. Cackle, would you believe? Oh no, I don't even like thinking about it. I'm sure you don't. Well, my friend's friend was obviously quite beside herself. She didn't bother making her excuses, she just fled right out of the house, she did. Ooh, it's a chilling tale, isn't it? It's one of the so-called 6 White House horrors, you know? Possessed puppet, people call it. Been very helpful, thank you. Terrifying, but helpful. Oh well, I don't like to gossip, but if it helps, do take care if you're visiting the place again, won't you? I shudder to think what you might find in there. So, the possessed puppet, that's another tale under our belts. There seems to be something of an urban legend around here. Let's keep going and see if we can find out what the others are. 2 more to go. There aren't very many people about at this hour to ask, are there? No, it's rather different from when we came to this area before during the day. There were lots of people around then, weren't there? Ah yes, that's when we were visiting Madame Dublay's residence, isn't it? That's not far from here, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, miss. I wonder how Rex is getting along. Rex? Who's Rex? Oh, I'm sorry, Emiliana. Rex is Madame Dublay's pet iguana. Iguana? What a strange pet to have. Actually, Lisa said it was Madame Dublay who recommended me to her, didn't she? Liza, I mean. I think that calls for a visit. You must go and thank her at once. This is hardly the time for making social calls, Catriel. Alright then, let's make it a business call. We'll ask some questions while we're there. She may well know something about the 6 White House horrors, mightn't she? I suppose that makes some sense. Good, it's a plan then. Let's pay her a visit at once. Yay, we get to revisit locations. Fuck yeah. This is Madame Dublay's house. What an impressive villa. Shall we go in then? Not yet. Let's ask some questions of people in the streets first. Good idea. Somebody might be able to tell us something useful about the White residence. The dog knows. The night is ripe. Ripe for puzzle solving, am I right? If the puzzle is interesting enough, I'd happily solve it at any time. I'm sure you would. You obviously have puzzles under your skin already. Well, it's your lucky night. Fuck. Jesus, Stick. Stop it. Oh my god. You already have free time twice today. Why does it have to be again now? I mean, fine if it makes you happy.
Hooray! Optional puzzles.
A group of monsters has appeared. Defeat all of the monsters and level up all 3 of the heroes to level 5. They each need a different number of experience points to level up. Blue needs 5, yellow needs 10, and red needs 15. Slide the heroes on top of the enemies to attack. It's also possible to undo a move by touching the attacked enemy. Let the battle commence. Okay. All 3 to level 5. Okay. I mean, if you do this... Oh, that's... Oh no, that does it automatically. Okay. Stop it! Ah, boy. So, needs 2 more levels, huh? Alrighty. What can we combine here? The 3... with the 12... with the 15. Needs 10... Wait, what? 10, alright. So now... No, wait, what? Let's try this. 17... What am I? I'm not sure what I'm thinking even. Good job, me. Fuck. So this needs 50 points, right? No, 40 points is what he needs. Okay. Jesus! Why is he so mad all the time? Because, yeah. The big one and the other one is... The other big one is too much. So wait, if I do this, then he's done, right? Oh, that's too much, right? Okay. So that, and that should be... That's also too much. Jeez. Right, so... Right. I'm a dumbass. Anyway. Dummy
This is an
wummy.
interesting one. And that's how it's done.
We did it. Knew I should have just asked the maid. Don't talk about the gates. Oh, hello, miss. Good evening. Is Madame Dublé at home? I don't remember what kind of voice I have for the maid. Anyway, of course, miss. Madame and Rex are both here. They'll be delighted to see you, I'm sure. Just before that, we're trying to find out about the 6 White House horrors. Do you perhaps know anything about them? Oh yes, only too well. There's a story people call the Morbid Mirror from the White's place, you know? Morbid Mirror? That's right, miss. They say that in a cellar beneath the property, there's an old mirror, and when you look in it, you see an ugly, twisted face. Just to be clear, we're not talking about someone who has an ugly, twisted face looking in the mirror, are we? Oh no, miss, it's not your own reflection, you see, it's someone else's. Obviously, it's just a story. I don't know if there's any truth in it. Anyway, I'm sure Madame wouldn't like me to keep you. Sorry, of course, we'd like to ask Madame Dublé some questions too. Thank you. Let's go. Miss, is our investigation work here complete? No, Ernest, not yet. I think we should dig a little deeper. Are you fucking serious? I need to ask the dog. Come on. I say, isn't that Cheryl's pal over there? That yappy dog we met on the hunt for Rex. You're right, Pinstripes. Looks like this is his territory too. Well, in that case, he's bound to know Liza's house. Go ask him, Cheryl. See if he's heard of it, the 6 White House Horrors. Go on, boy, go on. Alright. Stop hounding me. I'll go and bark hello and slip that into conversation when I can. Hi there, Hound. Didn't expect to see you around here. Oh, it's you, Hound. Still got your muzzle to the grindstone with that old sleuthing work, eh? That's not so bad. Anyway, I was just wondering, do you know the White House that's near here? You mean that really gloomy looking place? Oh, well. Ever seen anything weird there? Like maybe ghosts? Wow, what have they got you investigating now? Feel for you, Hound. Feel for you. So ghosts, eh? Well, have you ever heard the tale of the sealed cellar? That's a new one on me. What's the story? They say that old house has a cellar, and sometimes ghosts show up there. Is that the kind of lowdown you were looking for, Hound? Yeah, thanks. Oh, you a treat. So, according to my sources on the street, apparently there's a tale about the cellar in the White residence. The sealed cellar, he called it. Sealed cellar? Sounds like another one of the 6 tales. Good boy, Cheryl. Golly, a cellar with ghosts. I don't like the sound of that. There must be something dangerous hidden down there. Excuse me, what are you trying to keep from me? I can hear all you muttering, you know. You just learned about another one of the 6 White House Horrors. The sealed cellar, apparently. Where did you hear that? Who told you? I'm afraid I can't divulge that information, Emiliana. It's sort of a trade secret, you see. Va bene. Obviously, you private detectives have sources we legitimate law keepers wouldn't consider using. Well, when you're as famous as a detective as I am, you find some unique leads. Not dog leads. I mean, proper investigative leads. Dog leads? What are you talking about, Catriel? Never mind. Let's just try to find out about the rest of the White House Horrors, shall we? I'm not sure if that double knot was intentional or not. Oh, look, miss, all the cat paraphernalia has been replaced with iguana trinkets and ornaments. Madame wasn't exaggerating in her letter, was she? Where did you even get this much iguana stuff? I suppose a lady of Madame Dublay's standing in wealth can lay her hands on whatever she likes. Jesus Christ, do you see that portrait? Oh my god. Well, that's not allowed us in Iguanatopia to distract us from our mission to ask Madame about the White House Horrors. Oh my god, do you see this one? Fucking hell, what the hell? Oh my god. Good evening, madame. I'm sorry to drop in on you unannounced like this. Catriel, darling, I'm delighted to see you.
Much
so is
better
Rexy.
than cats.
Rexy, of course. Just look at him. Is that a delighted iguana, Emiliana?
She really likes iguanas then.
I'm a profiler and analyst of human behavior, Catriel. Iguanas are not my thing. Oh, I believe we met before, haven't we? Yes, it was at the Savoy, if I'm not mistaken. That's right, yes. And thank you again for your cooperation in that case. Not at all. Now tell me, what brings you here today? Another case? Actually, we're investigating the so-called 6 White House Horrors for Liza White. Oh yes, of course. It was I who gave Liza your details, you know. And do you know anything about the strange happenings at the White Residence, madame? One hears tales, yes. I remember one in particular. A Searching Soul, it's called. Souls now. Yes, the story tells of a most petrifying spirit that wanders the corridors of the stately old house. Night after night it stalks its prey, striking terrors into the hearts of any visitors unfortunate enough to encounter it. Well, the Searching Soul is certainly a blood-curdling tale, madame. Poor Liza, she was always a rather quiet young girl, but ever since her mother and father passed away, she has seemed rather in the doldrums. I do hope you'll help her. I'm quite sure if anyone can solve the mystery, it's you, darling. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities, madame. Well, I think we now know all six of the White House horror stories, don't we? Yes, the ghost in the garden, the wraith at the window, the possessed puppets, the sealed cellar, the mirror, and the Searching Soul. Now, let's return to the house and determine whether there's any truth in these suspiciously alliterative tales. Good evening again, ladies. Is one to understand that you're now appraised of the details of the 6 White House horrors? Oh wait, appraised, never mind. Yes, we found out about all 6. Now we'd like to investigate them. We would need access to the house to do that, of course. Will that be alright? Leave no stone unturned, ma'am. It is Miss White's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Va bene, let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain what's been going on. This is so awful, I apologize. You seem suddenly more upbeat, Emiliana. I think it highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure that once we investigate, these supernatural phenomena will turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove that they're real. No! Miss Layton, I think it's time you stop teasing Miss Perfetti and we start our investigations, don't you? Don't you? Yes, you're right. Let's begin with the first tale we heard, shall we? The ghosts in the garden. Wooster said he saw a number of ghosts in the grounds of the house, didn't he? I wonder where in the garden they would have been. You said in like a... Do we need to like talk to that dude or like what? Oh, okay. Did you see that? That eerie light floating up into the sky? Yes, perhaps it was one of those ghosts. I see you found evidence. Ah! It's not Wooster, Emiliana, it's Wooster. Oh. You appeared out of nowhere, so I thought... Despicable of me to have startled you in that way, ma'am. I beg your pardon. It was exactly like this, the ghost scattering by night. Ah, shit. It's puzzle time, bitches. A big group of ghosts has appeared. They will run away if they are hit by a flash of light that is the same color as them. The flash can only reach ghosts in the front row, but the ghosts behind come forward if to fill in any gaps. Each color flash has a limited number of uses. Eliminate all of the ghosts using the number of flashes you have at your disposal. Okay. So, I'm sure this is like one of those puzzle gamey thingies. 3 reds, so we can blast reds every in a row. Okay. 2 blues, alright, and 2 greens. Okay, that's interesting. Which means... First we need a red. Then we need to do... a blue. I think we need to do a green now? No, that doesn't work out, does it? Huh. Might already be fucked up. Wait, hold on. Let me think this through. So in order for this to work at all, we need to have all the greens aligned in 2 rows. Which means we first need to clear the 2 rows of blues and reds away. So this step is correct, I'm pretty sure. So... I mean, doing the red now doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help either, so... I already understand. Blue, okay. The problem I'm having is here because... No, this can still work. Yeah, this still works. Okay, so green. Now blue, and then red, and then green. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I had it the first time too, but I made a brain fart.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
We did it! A most meritorious performance, ma'am. Now if you will excuse me. What on earth did you show up for like that? What's that on the floor over there?
You a puzzle master.
Well, just pick it up, would you? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. So it is, a deflated balloon. Do you think the ghost we saw before could have been... Certainly on a dark night, balloons bobbing around in the air could look rather ghostly. Are you suggesting the ghosts in the garden were nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel this mystery's starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find out about this wraith in the window next. There's so many windows visible from here. I wonder which one the ghostly figure appeared at. Ah, jeez. Fuck. Did you see that, Emiliana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no need to sound quite so happy about it, Catriel. Well, it's not every day you see a ghost, is it? We're very lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe. Wooster, you startled me again. The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named wraith at the window. The form, in silhouette at least, is quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal. Indeed, as in this puzzle. If this asshole didn't show up constantly, we wouldn't have to solve any puzzles. There's a silhouette of something behind the curtain. It's made up of 3 statues.
Oh boy, another puzzle already.
But which ones? Look at the 5 statues and select which 3 are the ones hiding behind the curtain. The statues cannot be taken apart and must be used in their entirety.
What an evil man.
None of them have anything extra on their rear side. Combination of 3. Huh. Okay.
He belongs in the slammer for subjecting you to those puzzles.
So... is this another bullshit thingy where you can turn them around or something? Because otherwise I don't see how you can get the top half going. There's only one that has, you know, a cross thingy there. But there's none that have it on the left side, so... yeah. Which means you need to be able to turn them. Also... and you can overlap them, isn't it? Oh, can't you? Right, so... anyway, so we will have this for that. Wait, no, hold on. Not this one. This is the one we can't have. Unless you can flip them as well? I mean, I don't understand. I'm not sure what the rules are for this. If you can turn them around, then this one becomes possible. But, yeah, so this one probably, because if you turn it around... and this one if you flip it around. And, no, wait, never mind, that doesn't work.
I'd assume that you can turn them.
Yeah. So that, and then this is a flip. Because you can't flip this one. But then... yeah, you need to flip it and mirror it. And then you get that and that. I think it's the right combination.
Collate the data and the answer will drop out.
Holy shit, what the fuck is that voice? We did it, anyway. Any puzzle can be solved with the application of logic. Stirring performance, Miss Perfetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you will excuse me. Why does it keep appearing and then disappearing again like that? Is that a...
That's spicy.
It didn't even that's a thing. Oh my god. Look at this, Emiliana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, would you? A projector? Of course there was gonna be a fucking projector. Yes, any image projected from here would look enormous on the wall. So the wraith at the window is just a piece of cinematic trickery? Well, first the so-called ghosts in the garden and now the wraith at the window. Both of them were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomena may well turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was the possessed puppet, wasn't it? Let's head to the living room and carry on our investigations.
Worcester is a projection too.
Here we are back inside them, miss. So, on to investigating the next of the 6 mysterious happenings. This is where that possessed... this is where that possessed puppet is supposed to have been, isn't it? Yes, the one that moved of its own accord and then cackled loudly. Ugh, it's in here somewhere as we speak, probably. It's just an animatronic anyway. Do you know I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me? Good evening again. I trust your investigations are progressing favorably. Arf! Gosh, I say, you did rather startle me, Wooster. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. I endeavor to be present at all times, yet never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty. It strikes me that butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss, he might hear you. I wish you luck with the investigations, ma'am. Alright then, let's see what we can find out about this possessed puppet. Where is it, though? There's the fucking mummies back here. It moved. The puppet here moved even though I didn't lay a paw on it. Ah, it's alive. Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face. Have a care, sir. Alright, I was expecting it that time. He's losing his edge. I remember Miss White as a young child doting on that very puppet when it was still ordinary. She would play with her daughter like these finger puppets, in fact. This is a puppet show with finger puppets on 2 hands. You need to move the finger puppets so that there is a blue one on each thumb and a red one on each little finger. A finger puppet can only move to an empty space on the other hand. You're not allowed to have the same color puppets next to each other on one hand. Okay. I hate these things. Anyway, what? Well... I did. Why won't you move? What? Why can't I do that? Do they need to be consecutive or something? How does that even work if that's the case? What? I'm confused. Why? Why not? Why can't you move it there? That makes no sense. The fuck? This is so confusing. I don't understand this. Why does that work? But... what? There's some rules here they didn't explain. I mean, what? Why not? What? This is fucking bizarre. Oh my god. I don't understand these rules.
The rules were simple. Always move into an opposing hand. Same colors, never next to each other.
Oh, on the other hand, that's the key. Okay, I see. I get it.
So, in conclusion...
I missed the other bit, which is what made it confusing. Anyway, these puzzles pretty much always feel more like trial and error than really thinking about it. I see, Lady Layton is blessed not only with exceptional puzzle-solving abilities, but also an exceptional puzzle-solving assistant. Thank you, Wooster. I do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest, what is it? Look here, there's some sort of device inside this puppet. So there is. You sniffed that out pretty quickly, Pinstripes. I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movements looked rather mechanical somehow, you see? Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So this is just a wind-up doll? I really don't see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people so scared of these obvious childish pranks? Says the woman who was cowering behind a chair until a few moments ago. What is the matter with you, dog, Catriel? Why does she always bark at me like that? Yeah, well, there are only 3 of the 6 White House horror stories left now. Next it was, a sealed cellar, miss. We'll have to find a way down there. A cellar, sir. I've been in service here at the White House residence for a considerable number of years, but not once have I heard mention of a cellar, sir. Nor have I ever seen evidence of one. Didn't think old Terror Eyes would let us down there. Looks like we'll have to sniff out the entrance ourselves. I don't imagine it will be easy to find. After all, it's called the sealed cellar. So this is going to be fun. Come along, let's start looking. Yay. It's the fucking fireplace, isn't it? It's always the goddamn fireplace. Or bookshelf, either one. Wooster, is this fireplace not in use?
Is it in the fireplace?
No, never. It's never in the fireplace. What is wrong with you? Why would you even think that? You idiot. Indeed, ma'am. Miss White tells me she is most comfortable when there is something of a chill in the air. I see. An unused fireplace, a perfect place for hidden secrets, I'd say.
Would have been nice for it to be inside a large clock.
So would I just haven't voiced it yet. Stop stealing my thunder. Oh really? You were thinking the same thing, Emiliana? Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 rooms that remain unoccupied. 3 or 4? I don't even have a kennel.
Shinmera, N_O. Indeed, I am the fool.
Good job. The late Mr. White once posed a most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. Ah, fuck. This is a closed room that no one ever enters. However, 1 year has passed and it seems that something in the room has changed. What is it?
Indeed, I am double the fool.
Slide the circle over the thing that you think has changed. No plants in here, huh? Well, the hourglass, I guess. Depending on where it was before. I don't know. Otherwise it's the dust and stuff, but...
I've seen how to solve this now.
Nope.
Not good, Catriel, not good.
I mean, how am I supposed to know this if I don't know what the room looked like previously? One year. It's another fucking stupid ass tricky question thing.
Is there a calendar or something? The screen is way too small for me to see anything.
Sorry, I'll make it bigger for you for a bit. Actually, I should not make two layouts here that I can switch between. Hold on for a sec. I'll do that. Hold on a sec. Duplicate. Can you like do the thing here? That should be good, right? I don't see a calendar either. Can place it anywhere I want.
Well, immediately, the only thing that comes to mind is the picture having water on it.
You mean because it would have evaporated, or what?
Yes.
I guess, let's give it a
I see how to
shot.
solve this now. And that's how it's done.
It depends on the moisture, though. Oh, so the photo we saw is from before and not afterwards. All right, that's another thing I wasn't aware of. Good.
Impressive.
A most extraordinary performance. That is a somewhat taxing puzzle. Well, every puzzle has a solution. Just as every mystery has an explanation. Look at the fireplace. A passageway is opened up, leading underground. So, how did people know about this? If not even the fucking butler knew? Indeed, ma'am. Most surprising. Well, it looks like our way into the sealed cellar. Let's see what's down there. Fuck, I need to charge it. Hold on. I don't want this piece of shit to suddenly turn off now. Okay, here we go. Would a lantern perhaps be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me when I'm patrolling the grounds at night. Thank you, Wooster. Shall we then, Emiliana? Sorry? Go down there, you mean? Of course, we can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here, with Wooster. Just the two of you. Let me through, there could be clues down there that a wannabe detective like you won't miss. Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we? In you go then. Stop pushing me, Catriel. Also, hold on.
Impressive.
Ugh, this must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped down here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin or something. What fun! When you put it like that, miss, it does seem rather fun, doesn't it? Puppy love, what's it doing to you, Miss Pinstripes? Still, this is no time for games, is it? Must make a thorough investigation of this cellar. Yeah! The mirror, the reflection, it's hideous. It's an anime, gross. Alright then, we found it. So it won't be long before... Yes, you're right, any moment now. One is advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Wooster. I presume this is the morbid mirror? Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it here in this cellar is unexpected.
I see myself in the mirror. It's hideous.
Nevertheless, it is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting as it does a singularly unpleasant visage. Even as we speak. Has your own face, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. It is said that the looking glass harbors magical powers. One is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Puzzle tax. Get your light to shine on the treasure at the bottom of the lake. Beneath the water lie mysterious crystals that reflect light just like mirrors. If you touch one of these crystals, it more than doubles in size and can change the direction in which your light travels. They say something happens in the treasure if the treasure is illuminated. Okay. What do you mean more than doubles? That just doubles. There you go. I see. Interesting. So hold on, it needs to hit there. Interesting. Okay, so the only way for it to do that is that away. So we need to go here. Let's do that. We need to hit here. The only way to do that is hit there. There you go.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
You sound more French than Italian. Sorry, VA. Executed most keenly, ma'am, if I may venture to remark. Logic is a powerful tool indeed. Huh, couldn't have been simpler. Now, if you will be kind enough to excuse me, I have a prior matter to attend to.
Mamma mia.
Butlering is a busy profession, I see. Never mind that, look at this. There's a void behind the mirror. Of course there is. Ah! A severed anime! Save your vocal cords, Emiliana. It's just a mannequin's head. Yes, the head is positioned so that it appears to be an image of in the center of the mirror. Oh yes, and in fact that isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass. You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it, look. Which gives the illusion of a severed head reflected in the mirror. Allora, the mystery of the morbid mirror is solved. Gosh, that only leaves one of the White House horror stories remaining. Or murdering this investigation. It seems that rather than working separately, joining forces has really paid off. If you think so, Oh? What I need for a successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. Other people are a distraction. Thanks for the pep talk, Emiliano. Talk about thinking you're a top dog. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly the morbid mirror is just another trick. Somebody around here is setting up these so-called supernatural phenomena. Huh? Is everything alright, Miss Layton? I just had a strong sense that somebody's watching us. The Lost of the Six Horrors, you mean? The Searching Soul? I couldn't say, but I think it would be a good idea to return to the living room. The last piece to find is the ghost's dick. And we're gonna grab it. Really gonna jerk it off. The last piece, I mean. That's strange. No Wooster, but he was just in here, wasn't he? Look. It's a ghost. Woo, woo. Where did it go? It just vanished. No one down the corridor over there. Oh, listen, I can hear footsteps. It's someone climbing the stairs, or something. Come along, everyone, after it. Oh, you're right, Liza. Goodness me, whatever is the matter? You look as white as sheets. Where's the ghost? You're on its heels. Doesn't appear to be in here, though. It must have vanished. You didn't see anything then, Liza? Oh dear, you haven't been plagued by a terrifying ghost, have you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, the house really is cursed. You didn't see anything yourself, Liza? No, nothing. I've just been here in this room, though. Well, this is where the ghost was heading. Are there no other rooms it could... And there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Catriel, that it passed through as a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral beings. It could have simply disappeared. Just like they appear out of nowhere sometimes, too. Liza, do you have any idea why ghosts might be appearing in your home? No, no idea whatsoever. Although I feel like I do understand how a ghost must feel sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark, the poor ghosts must be very lonely, I imagine. I think they wander around looking for company, really. Just like in this puzzle. Fuck. Black ghosts travel along the white path, and the white ghosts travel along the black path. They've been split up from their friends.
Those ghosts want their dick jerked.
Just like in this puzzle.
They've been split up from their friends in the black and white maze. Use the 5 panels to connect the maze paths so that the white ghosts are reunited with each other and the black ghosts are reunited with each other too. Slide the panels to move them and complete the maze in the right hand frame. The panels cannot be moved. Okay. Alrighty, boy. I'm just gonna place them randomly right now, and then I'll see what I can do with that. Okay.
How racist.
Oh, motherfucker, doesn't swap them. Okay. That solves one of those. Okay. No, hold on. So that needs to be something like that, otherwise it doesn't work at all. That doesn't work either. Okay, that works for the whites. And that works for both. Good.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
We did it. No interracial marriage here. Anyway.
You did EET.
People are so scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Unlike me, all alone in this ridiculously large house. Liza. Well, you could just leave, can't you? I suppose the ghost we just saw was a so-called searching soul. Yes, and I didn't see any signs of trickery this time, unlike the other 5 apparently supernatural phenomena. So perhaps, golly, it was a real ghost. Of course it wasn't. It must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. Hurrah.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
It's going to be a cat or something, isn't it?
Now I've uncovered the truth. This mystery is history. Interesting. I've just completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well then, it looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors and the ghosts that roam its corridors. Huh. Seems we both arrived at the truth at the same time. How disappointing. Let's go and tell Liza, shall we? He's a pretty good flyer. Yo, you're pretty good at that. Liza, we've managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings here. You have? Goodness, that's a surprise, I must say. Nobody else managed to. In case you couldn't hear it on the mic, he flew right above my head.
Zoom.
Zoom zoom, motherfucker. I was expecting you to be a little happier at the news. Oh no, I am happy. Please do tell me everything you've learned. Turns out the ghosts here weren't haunting the house at all.
I heard it. Very nice.
What they've been haunting is your heart.
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss.
Oh shit, I forgot to switch back.
Investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
What
I'm so sorry.
an incredibly dumb way
I
to
needed someone to talk
do
to.
that.
Anyone. I just couldn't bear it any longer.
I too talk to people by
She
scaring
just
them away.
wanted to fuck.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
But not like when I'm sleeping though, you know.
Oh, Catriel. You're too kind.
Can I have all your money now? We're kind of short on funds here at the agency and you know, we seem to have like loads spare, so...
And don't worry, I'll give you my very best consultation rate.
Yeah, there you go.
Social lead leveled up.
Thank you, Catriel.
You're going to charge her?
Ah. Fuck.
You realise Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once. You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club
We're
for
in the
people
money.
interested in that sort of thing. It's called the Supernaturalists.
It is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could. Anyway, I'm pleased for Liza. At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now. She sent this photograph. Look.
I say.
Shocking.
Alright. Sure. She was a ghost of her true potential for so long, just waiting in that big lonely house
They
for somebody
said
to
house
notice
and
her.
the text said mansion.
To be her friend. Now she has dozens of friends.
Hooray!
She can finally
Friendship
start
is a
enjoying her life.
success.
Immersion ruined.
0 out of 10. Literally unplayable. Anyway, that's another case solved, I guess. Hooray! We did it. Alright. Well, that's it for tonight.
What about Wooster though?
Wooster. I don't know, I guess he's just kind of a dick. That's all. Alright. Thanks for sticking with
Thank you
and
for the
stuff.
puzzles.
Sure. Thanks for catch-yelling with me and stuff. See you guys tomorrow for TGIF. Good night. Alright. Nah.
This reminds me of a stream.
Sure it does. Good night.